everyone! Today I am going to be covering a topic that is one of the most asked questions that I get in general on the internet, and it's also one of the most asked questions in our inbox for our podcast. Since a lot of these letters and comments come in from girls about girls, I'm going to be saying girls and possibly women a lot, but this can really relate to other orientations as well. All right, let's get into answering this question. So how do you know if you're gay? There's no instruction manual for this, and I'm really sorry because I wish that I could just give you a roadmap or a list of things that you could check off and it would verify that you are gay, and you could get like a little verified gay check mark like you do on Twitter. Basically, it comes down to the fact that everybody has a different experience. Some people are certain from a young age of their sexual identity, and other people take some more time to figure it out and step into it. The most important thing to remember here is that no experience is wrong, makes you a bad person, or less worthy of an individual. If there's anything that you take away from this video, please hold on to that one. From my personal experience, I knew from a young age that I definitely had an attraction to girls, but I also grew up in an environment where homosexuality was not really accepted, and it definitely affected how I saw the world. While I definitely had an attraction to girls at a young age, I also definitely had crushes on boys, and because I grew up in an environment where being gay or just gayness in general was not generally accepted, I didn't really know that there were any other routes to take or any other possibilities, so I went on dating boys. I have my phone here, which can you see is very appropriate. I wrote down 3 of the most frequently asked questions from you guys. I think I have feelings for my friend who is a girl. Does this mean I'm gay? Recently, I kissed a girl for the first time. Does this mean I'm gay? I had sex with a girl. Does this mean I'm gay? The answer for all of these questions is pretty much the same. Maybe, but maybe not. I know you're probably really frustrated with me because you're like, just give me a direct answer. I wish I could, but there's nobody that can really give you that direct answer except yourself. Also, maybe you haven't experienced any of these things, but you have an inkling that you're gay. That's also a thing too. And it really comes down to self-exploration and figuring out what you feel comfortable with and what you really want. Be kind and have patience with yourself because life is hard work. It is a never-ending job. It is your lifelong job. And I know that sounds so exhausting, but there are lots of amazing moments in life, and there are also some crappy moments as well. And that's a part of life. And I think it would be good for all of us to remind ourselves every day that we don't have to have everything figured out, no matter how old we are. And one of my favorite quotes from Cheryl Strayed: "Don't surrender all your joy for an idea you used to have about yourself that isn't true anymore." The first time I ever read that quote, it gave me this overwhelming sense of comfort because it let me know that I wasn't the only person experiencing this feeling of, oh my God, I feel like I've built my life up to be this thing and it's just not who I am now. It gave me an immense amount of comfort having these feelings that I had been feeling articulated in a way that I wasn't able to do myself. When it comes to sexuality, if you want to kiss, hold hands with, cuddle with, sleep with, whatever with another girl or person, or whoever you are, whatever that other person is that you want to do those things with, go for it if they're into it too. Don't put pressure on yourself to put this label on yourself. On one hand, labels can be great because they really help us identify and navigate and understand the world. but they can also be really harmful, especially when they are being placed on us by other people, when we're feeling forced into a label that somebody else is giving us. Or sometimes, maybe we give ourselves those labels and then we decide this isn't who I am now anymore, and I'm going to release myself of this label. If there's a word or words that feel good to you right now, go with that. That's cool. And if not, that's cool too. It's okay for any and all of this to change. I want you to know that you are not forever married to the things that you choose now in life. Maybe you find a label that feels good to you and you stick with that forever. But there also shouldn't be pressure on people to stay with that forever, for the rest of their lives, because that's a really long time. And people evolve and change as our experiences evolve and change, and we should be open to that. It can be really hard to move through the world when you feel like everyone is judging you. I would say the best way to get through that is to find people who really love you, even if it's just one person who will be there and who will support you. It makes all the difference in the world. This old Oprah interview that I was watching fairly recently, where she was interviewing Britney Spears when Britney Spears was 20 years old and like at the height of her blossoming career. It's towards the end of the interview, but Oprah asks Britney if she wishes she hadn't said anything about her virginity publicly, because if you didn't know, Britney Spears publicly came out and said that she was a virgin and that she was planning to wait till marriage. So that was something that people really held over her for a really, really, really long time. And if you think about it, Britney Spears started her career when she was really young. And that was something that stuck with her for years because the media just would not let go of it. They were so unforgiving about it. Oprah asked her this question. Essentially, Britney's response was, yeah, I kind of wish I hadn't said anything. This is where Oprah comes out in the interview. She says to her, I want you to know that you can change your mind and that you have the right to change your mind. And watching that part of the interview, because you could tell that Oprah was talking directly to her. She wanted her to know this, that it was okay. The world and life is already cruel enough as it is. Why do we have to be so cruel and awful to each other? If somebody is changing and needs and wants to change, let them freaking change. Especially when it comes to something that is so personal, like what you do with your body. Holding that over somebody's head can be so destructive and so harmful and so hurtful. So I was just really blown away when Oprah said that, because I think it's something that still rings true today in so many different areas of life. Even if you're somebody that isn't struggling with your sexuality and it's just another kind of change that you want to make in your life. I will link that video down below if you want to go and watch it, because on top of that amazing moment at the end, it's also just an amazing nostalgic interview. But that is pretty much it for my video today, and I really hope that you found something helpful, even if it was just the tiniest little nugget in this video, even if it's just seeing my dog laying here on the bed. He kind of has a little bit of an ear infection, so everybody send well wishes to Mr. Tato. And thank you so much to everybody who has written comments or letters into the podcast, because we get a lot of personal letters there, and it really means a lot that a lot of you guys feel safe enough to share those intimate details of your lives with us. On the podcast, we are going to be dedicating the month of June to LGBTQ topics. So we're going to be talking about a bunch of different things. We're going to have different guests on the show. So if you have something that you would like to tell us, or any questions, things that you would like us to talk about, experiences and stories that you would like to share, you can email us at heyladieswholunch@gmail.com. I will also have a link to the podcast down below if you want to subscribe and listen to our episodes. They are totally free, and new episodes go up every single Tuesday. Here we are at the end where things always get weird because I never know what to do. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I have more videos that I'm gonna be posting, because that's what I do here on the internet. I just have to say, I'm really looking forward to going to Pride in London. Oh my God. I'm trying to contain my excitement right now. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye.